One of the concerns, as Sri Lankans, everybody has is that no Rajapaksa has been convicted for all the corruption they had during their rule. How can you address this issue in your new term?
Actually, cases have been filed against Rajapaksas in the courts. Thereafter, the matter is in the hands of the courts, not in our hands. Among the Rajapaksas against whom action has been filed. That's all that a government can do. We can look at it, can at most tell the Attorney General, study this, and if there's a case, certainly go ahead and file action. Thereafter, the matter is in the hands of the judiciary. So we've gone to that. Do not ask the government to convict anyone because we can't convict. The JVP says they are going to convict. So obviously they are going to turn the constitution around where they will have the power to accuse, the power to judge, and the power to convict. You can't even lock up people, a government can't. We can only file action. Now, in the last government of which I was Prime Minister, we had a number of inquiries going, one by the Bribery Commission, one by the CID with DIG Ravi Seniratne, another one Financial Crimes Unit under DIG Ravi Vaidyalankara. So there were 3 units there. Then there is the Anti-Corruption Secretariat, which was under my Prime Minister's office. And there was, of course, the Mr. Valiamuna, who was in the President's office. So 5 different units. Now, in the case of the Anti-Corruption Secretariat, it was not headed by anyone I appointed. Under the agreement we had in promoting Mr. Maitripala Sirisena as President, that post had to be filled by a nominee of the JVP. And the JVP nominated Ananda Vijaypal, a member of their Central Committee. The good gentleman was neither a lawyer nor a retired police officer. And they had 400 files. If you want any time, you can come to my office and look at the files. And they filed 15 cases. Now, all of them went on to Tusit Mudalige. And from that, they prosecuted on some. So if JVP say they didn't have anything to do, they are lying. Then after I took over the presidency, I spoke with IMF, and now they have given us, we brought the anti-corruption law. They said that was not enough. Proceeds of crime, there's about another 20 measures, some which we have taken administratively, some which we have to take legally. When that is over, we'll have the best anti-corruption system in South Asia, but that alone won't do. So we are getting IMF, we are getting World Bank, USAID funding to train the people to carry it out. I can't be more exhaustive than that. Yeah, we have made anti-corruption just a slogan, not realizing what has happened.
I speak on behalf of a lot of our people when I say that we are very concerned about the invasion of the Zionists in our country. And recently at the meeting at the ACJU, you were asked whether a new honorary consulate had been opened in Haifa this year, which you denied. But it was all over the news and on the Sri Lanka Foreign Ministry page that a consulate was in fact opened on March 5th this year. I was just wondering why the denial and what are we going to do about this very important...
We have an embassy in Israel. We have it in Tel Aviv, not in Jerusalem. That has been on for a long time. So short of closing down the embassy, then nothing else you can do. People can, we have kept that going, different governments. Same with India, same with other countries, that Israel as a state, we recognize. There's no issue of that. We also recognize Palestine as a state. And our issue is that Palestine is also not being given statehood. Our position is stronger than others, that we will want it in statehood to come in 5 years' time. I've spoken with the Israeli president also, because state to state we have relations. Everyone has relations. UAE has relations. Every country has. And Qatar accommodates all factions. So I think let's have the reality and deal with it. But we do not in any way accommodate or agree with what they are doing in Gaza. We have been very strong on it. So I think that is the answer to it. Those politicians who said that we are dealing with the Zionist government should have taken it up when they were ministers and asked for it to be cancelled. This is the problem, that you politicize everything.